Well, welcome. I'm Robert Wilson, your host with Cowboy Wisdom Podcast. Tonight, presenting 7 reasons why liberation dissolves my past, my overthinking, my being caught up in my past events, encounters, and experiences. Because liberation is letting go internally, boldly energizing, rebellious, adventurous, trend setting ingenuity, optimizing the here and now for me to enjoy my life. As as liberation, sovereign liberation for me invigorates the scenarios of liberation, clears the lenses through which I view my past, and enterprising my forward focus from burden to wisdom, dissolving worn out thinking and moldy old wounds to instantly disappear as I feel my sovereign liberation from within me sets me free to enjoy today and every day from here on out. Sovereign liberation has a saying, I liberate me from me. When you open up to understand, I liberate me from me, because everything you're really trying to get rid of in your life is within you. You know, we think it's on other people, we think it's on this, but it's really it's inside you. It's your subconscious representations, feelings, emotions. And when you can open up to say, I liberate me from me, I'm free to feel the rebellious energy eloquently chauffeuring me through life with ease. Chauffeuring me through life with ease is a liberating affirmation for you, because you want to open up to saying everything I do with ease, because there's a calming celebration within your inner landscape as you enterprise my here and now. That instantly releases all my emotional and mental attachments, creating space for my present expansion. Understanding I'm the gift of my life awakens my autodidact entrepreneurial skills. Autodidact is sovereign enlightenment. It's self-educated, but I took the word self out of my life because I don't want anything to involve my thinking mind. I want a free-flowing energy within me that allows me to move forward. That's for me. However it is for you, be open and willing to experience your life your way. But liberation rises me out of being stuck in the muck of yesterday and everything I think and know. As my autodidact entrepreneurial skills opens my sovereign liberation, unleashes my free-flowing energy within me to decree I dance every day, celebrating rich elegance to dance through me. Something that opens you up to you is understand you got sleek, unique talents that are outside the railroad tracks of society. You actually go out and explore the mountain of magic with your mystical seashore energy to witness your wave after wave of abundance, fun, splendor. As my free-flowing energy lets fly, momentum, liberating me, streams sovereign energy that flows effortlessly without barriers. Blockages are within me, aligning me with my natural rhythm of expansion and autonomy that opens the way for me to innovate my life my way. And one thing about when you innovate your life your way, instantly removes blockages, barriers, but it energizes your innovative imagination, your movie maker magic, and energizes your adventurous actions to move easily and effortlessly through your life, lionizing internal fortitude every day. As life explains to you and me, life is liberating invitations, fostering, emancipating events, encounters, experiences, and out of everywhere dares for me to dance with my dreamer's dexterity. And it also opens up to infinite inventor's audacity of my free-flowing energy that thrives through liberation. Liberation disconnects all the cognitive memories of your past because you're doing this in the here and now. And I have a little saying. I say, liberation is me laughing internally, brightly energizing, ravishing, animated treasures within me, innovating and optimizing now. That's something I've really opened up to for me, is everything is now. All I have is here and now. And if I start thinking this too far out, or I think this one, but if I innovate the now, I naturally optimize the wanderer's curiosity to have visions of my, we call it the future, but really you have the visions of your here and now with your athletic audacity and visionary vibrancy to enjoy today. As my adaptability and ingenuity fuels visionary vitality, allows my limitless scenarios of sovereign success, moneyed up, accomplished outcomes, and my life of luxurious leisure. How does that feel when you say life of luxurious leisure? As my limitless scenario emerge, surges my why sovereign liberations liberates me from me. And that's something I really want people to understand and open up to. I liberate me from me. That shatters the illusions of there's something wrong in the world, because everything that's occurring in the world is occurring for sovereign liberation, politically incorrect inspiration to color my world with my dreams, and liberating lingo for people to rise, shine, and expand out of yesterday. As my sovereign liberation swiftly dismantles self-imposed limitations, uncovering my authentic essence. Energizing spirit savvy, enjoying now, celebrating every day my way, that moves me beyond socialized brainwashing BS to energizing authenticity, as my sovereign liberation encourages me to shed the mask and embrace my core sovereignty, to never be controlled by outside sources. All the outside sources are out there is for you to witness, observe, and hearken to wisdom from them to rise, shine, and energize your here and now with natural optimistic wisdom. As wisdom rises you above knowledge and opens up for you to hearken, the spirit savvy of the universe opens you the way to experience life in a better way. As I bust out and see what sovereignty and sovereign liberation and political incorrect inspiration and hearkened wisdom busts me out of my self-taught, socialized, conditioned patterns that control me, because I don't want to get outside of the railroad tracks of mediocrity. And see, the train just goes down the tracks. And we go down the tracks of yesterday because that's what we understand and we taught ourselves. But liberation rises my shiny spirit, harmonizing ingenuity, naturally expanding me through life with ease. As I bust out of my self-taught conditioned pattern, frees me from repetitive cycles rooted in external programming from myself, my parents, self-help, personal growth, self-improvement, therapy written books, indoctrinated education, ancestor programming. And something I've really awakened to is we all encompass ancestor programming. And I didn't realize it until I started really rising out of my parents' way of life here in the last 5 years. But our ancestor programming still controls our life. And if you look at it, all the world, the leaders of the world stay inside two things: ancestor programming and greedy, enslaving mindsets. And that's what individuals like you, me, and the world have to rise the world out of that and let go with their sovereign liberation, energizing the here and now with nomadic optimism, wanderer's lore, understanding it's my campaigner's curiosity that's going to rise me out of yesterday to enjoy today. And this is a question I ask myself. How does today mirror yesterday? And a lot of times they do. Not so much, but they still do. And it's admitting the little we try to say this isn't happening, this, but it's an intricate small thing that do this, that are the same as yesterday, that really control today. It's like a control circuit in electricity. We bring in 4,160 volts to operate a motor, so the motor will turn, but we control it with 12 volts. So that's why the little tiniest thought or in a revelation is like a control circuit controlling a big motor. Your innovation is a big motor. But how does yesterday and everything you always do and our intricate little fears that we're afraid to admit they're there, how does that control your day? Oh, I'd like to say, oh, hell, it don't do mine. I'm Mr. Perfect. That's a lie. I have to be paying attention to that really closely, or else it happens. So as I move forward in this, I unveil, as I rise out of indoctrinated education and ancestor programming, I unveil my inner veracity. I took truth out of my life and I use veracity. And the reason for veracity is I never lie to myself. Never lie to myself. And see, if you tell basically a lie to the outer world, you're really lying to yourself. Anything you think you're doing to your outside world, you're doing to your inner self. As I unveil my inner veracity, sovereignty opens the door to deeper, unfiltered, sovereign valor to my visionary animated lure, optimizing rebellious hell. Yes, I'm a blessing to the world because I energize people's talents. And that's something, people, I really, really want people to understand. You encompass a sleek, unique talent that's for you to rise you out of the world. There is zero self-help, personal growth, self-improvement, or therapy books that are going to open you up to your sleek, unique talents. The only one, you will open yourself to your sleek, unique talent. They may open you up to something that helps you do something, but they're not opening you to the sleek, unique you. As I open up to my autonomous prowess, ensuring my choices stem from my internal clarity. And that's the thing. Your dreams are your internal clarity. And your dreams are your natural talents that you encompass. Here's my favorite, and this is the one, if I ever make this one, I'll be totally liberated. Rising out of my know-it-all ego. And if you really look at the world, we're still stuck in the ego of people. I'm still stuck in my ego. Hell, let's admit it. Admit it to get rid of it. But at least I am understanding what's going on, so I can rise out of it. And I've had pretty much risen out of it. But every once in a while, it wants to make an appearance. So I have to give it the hook and pull it off the stage. You know, kind of like they did in the old days when they hooked the guy and they pulled him off. That's kind of what I do with my ego nowadays. Liberation stout-heartedly releases attachment to my ego-driven narratives. And this world is stuck in ancestor ego statistical narratives. And we know we can put a man on the moon. We can make billions of dollars. We can do a lot of things. But we still can't communicate with each other. We don't have the internal resolve and the revolutionary revelations to communicate with each other, because one of us has to be right, and we're all too stubborn and too hard-headed to realize we don't all see eye to eye. And the world will never move forward till we start listening to other people's viewpoints and opinions. Not viewpoints and opinions, that's bad. Until people express their wisdom, insight, and clarity, and we all have a conversation about the highest outcome for everybody. Because one thing you're really opening up to do is rise out of your viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, and opinions, because they all come from yesterday. You know, how much of the stuff do you hear in your daily life that come from yesterday? That's all I hear. You listen to anybody on all these talk shows, all they do is talk about yesterday. And if you listen to any of the Wall Street pundits, they don't think much of anybody but themselves. If all the working people work for free, the Wall Street pundits would think we're still too expensive, but yet they want paid. If you want paid large amounts of money, you should understand other people want paid. I'm an electrician, and I know one thing: I can make your house work. Can you? And if somebody went down into like the main Wall Street building and pulled the main, them guys would be lost. It'd be fun to watch. See, the thing is, you know, people like electricians, they make a lot of money, but they're underpaid. You stick your hands in a 12,400 volt transformer or something. One thing about electricians, they play with the invisible more than anybody in the world, because all electricity is invisible. But electricity doesn't flow through the wires, it flows around the wires. And I am going to do a podcast on electricity, but electricity is an awakening, especially if you get shocked by it. I've only been shocked twice, and one was by 277 volt lightning. That's like the lighting in stores and buildings. That when all was said and done, I felt like I had the flu because my whole body hurt. It ached. And see, sometimes I do need a electric shot of savvy, wisdom, insight, and clarity, and that's what we call chaos. So as releasing judgment removes the weight of self-criticism, pessimism, awakens my compassionate, sovereign valor. If you take self out of your worth and understand your sovereign valor, sovereign worth, sovereign anything, sovereign is being uncontrolled by outside sources. That's something I really opened up to understand and appreciate. Energizing innovative sovereignty nurtures authenticity, unbounds the revolutionary revelations by dissolving external pessimist influences, aligning my visions that fosters harmony between my intuition and action and my innovation, to innovating serendipitous success to flow through my veins of fame. As I unleash my infinite inventor ardor, liberation removes all limits, allowing me to explore the uncharted territories of me, and then to express my sovereign expressions of my wisdom, insight, and clarity. Now, why liberation rises people out of change? Heal, create, transformation, forgiveness, thinking, knowing, knowledge, and thoughts. Liberating people from free-flowing energy is by unleashing people's imagination, as liberation fuels innovative evolutions, inspiring the here and now with nomadic wisdom and internal clarity to view the world through health, wealth, success, and fun. And one thing it really does is rises people out of yesterday's wounds and yesterday's dismay. And it provides a space for reflection and emotional release. That's something we that's what crying is. It's an emotional release. But we has always made fun of for crying, but crying is a release, enabling liberation. And see, I took the word heal out of my life because heal has cognitive impressions that keep me the same. And as we do this, and you start feeling the liberation and appreciation for your life, you rise out of the overthinking about everything and empowers innovative ingenuity. Liberation dissolves barriers, innovating fertile, groundbreaking gumption opens innovative liberation to flow through my veins of fame, feeling amazing magical energy open the way for me to play. And something I really want people, liberation dissolves pain. It's pain. I do pain liberation, not pain management. Because pain management is stuck in the thinking, knowing mind. But liberation allows the free flowing energy of yourself to break free from self imposed constraints and mental and emotional attachment to the situation. As you move past your fears into sovereign liberation that is alive and thrives in the present moment, where autonomous courage and adventurous action energizes my campaigner's curiosity, optimizes my ingenious clarity and intuitive innovation, to be unclouded and discards my past pain or future uncertainty, as liberation invites me to embrace the opulence of my here and now. See, that's something I really have opened up to, and I really desire people to understand. The here and now is all we really have. You rise out of the past, you expand to the now, and you energize your intuition. It's all right here. And whenever somebody says they talk about their past, the past is still controlling their subconscious mind. And really, what I really want people to understand is liberation is here and now, but healing, I understand and admit, healing kept me focused on the past because healing keeps me revisiting the wounds, the experiences, the drama and traumas in order to mend them, as this process unknowingly anchors my attention to what happened before, creating an emphasis on reliving and keeping that pain and that memory alive. As liberation instantly rises me out of that to let go internally, boldly energizing, release, appreciating today, innovating, optimistic now. And see, liberation is you liberating you from you. I just say it in first person. I liberate me from me. And since I really began using liberation, I have expanded out of a lot of my old stuff. As pain liberation rises me out of pain management, as liberation raises me out of coping mechanism, as pain liberation energizes me to communicate away the root causes of my pain and fosters my liberation and autonomous expansion rather than relying solely on management strategies that maintain the status quo that never lets go. And liberation dissolves healing and rises me to feeling peace within me now and forevermore. I soar of sovereign liberation. As liberation, sovereign liberation rises you out of being stuck in yesterday and allows you to liberate you from you in the here and now. And if you all start understanding that, and realizing the external world is really a blank slate, but we've been taught to live our inner world from out there instead of our understanding the outer world is showing us our limitations and also showing us the liberation, intent, and the wealth and success of ourselves. However, I taught myself to look at the outside world in a pessimistic way. And as I let go of that, I got to rise to my liminal carpet glide, feeling love flow through me to the world, allowing me to enjoy today my way. And I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity. It's going to be called Cowboy Liberation, presenting hypnoacuity, sovereign liberation, politically incorrect inspiration, and hearkening the wisdom of my everyday life in a bold, bright way. Thank you. Good night, and enjoy a fun of the sun weekend.